What's good, people? Welcome to the Afterthought here, and today I'm going to talk about Danye Jones. Okay, Danye Jones, son of the one of the activists, the protesters of the Ferguson case, has just been recently hung in his mother's backyard. The same people that killed the officers that shot that man in Ferguson, these are the same people that these are the same type of people that target that young man. And see, they couldn't go after the activists themselves. This is how coward they was. They didn't want to go after the actual activists. They didn't want to go after the man's father. They went after the son. You know what I'm saying? When they did that, kidnapped that man, hung him, and put him in his mother's backyard, they sending a message. They letting you know now that they here, that they ain't going away. They letting the black community know that this is war. Okay, you want to protest injustice. You want to protest, you know what I'm saying, justice. You try to put these officers away, well, we go fire right back. That's what they're basically telling you. Because believe it or not, a lot of these police officers that's doing these crimes, they're backed up by these racist organizations. They're backed up by neo-Nazi. They're backed up by the Confederates and the Triple K. They wear the white sheets. Y'all gonna understand this, man. This is real. And I understand, like, the new generation white triple KKK, they're not wearing white sheets no more. I understand that, but still, they're still around. But they're backed up by these organizations. And some of these racist people, these racist bastards, are also inside the government. So the mother of Danye Jones ain't gonna never find out who the killers are, because, like I said, that information is gonna be classified. They may never find out who did it. But this is like I said, man, these are videos that need to be talked about. These are videos that need to be discussed. To anybody that's black that's listening to this video, y'all need to understand that this racism ain't going nowhere. What they were doing in the 40s and 20s and slavery time, they're still doing in 2018. It's 2018, you still got black folks being lynched. What does that tell you? Because you got people in this country that really believe that racism don't exist. They really believe that ain't like it's done. Like, no, it's not going nowhere at all. But see, the people that'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying, don't live that, they don't know what it's like. They don't understand what it means to be black at all. They don't understand what black people have to go through and have to suffer in this country to even get our freedom that we have today. This is why I feel so strongly about it. This is why I need to talk about it. And there's not enough people like me talking about this at all. It's not too many channels bringing this up. It's up for Hassan Campbell, Carcino for Life, when he ain't talking about LeBron James or a beef video, or somebody like Chronicles of Juna, or even Boyce Watkins. And I don't follow Boyce Watkins no more. I don't support Boyce Watkins because I think he's a narcissistic capitalist. The man don't pay his own. The man don't pay his own employees. He works under him. But again, man, it's like I said, it's not that many channels talking about this at all. And this is why I got on these other truther channels, like Hacking the Headlines, Alex Jones, because them people never expose racism at all. They ain't gonna never get on their own people, their own skin color from when they in the wrong. They not. Even that woman Hacking the Headlines, she ain't gonna tell you that it was her own white folks, it was old people that look like her that did it. She gonna blame it on the Illuminati. She gonna blame it on Freemasonry. She gonna blame it on the devil. She gonna blame it on an entity that don't exist. No, the devil didn't tell the people to do it. They did it on their own. The people who lynched that young man were, like I said, were racist, white supremacists. Okay? These were people who come from the families of the officers that shot that young man in Ferguson. That's what this is about. This was a counterattack. Because them same people been going after the activists anyway. This is why I don't like George Soros. This is the reason why I don't support Black Lives Matter. Because when you really need them, they know where to be found. Like, where is Black Lives Matter now? They not saying nothing about this at all. None. They so busy, they'll say, try to help Colin Kaepernick get a job back that he screwed up. Okay? That's what they on right now. They so busy trying to get Nike to endorse Colin Kaepernick, trying to get that man a job that he really don't deserve. He didn't earn. Okay? Trying to get that man back to league where he messed up already 2 offers. Okay? They rather cover that. They rather complain about a man not trying to sign another contract and getting owned by, you know what I'm saying, and getting basically owned by one of these owners. Because when these owners, when you sign a name on the online, they can tell you what they can or what you can't do or they feel. They so worried about that. But when a young black man gets lynched and lynched in his mama's backyard, when their parents are not home, and gets kidnapped like that and killed and murdered, they not saying nothing. Why? Because George Soros got them on a string. He's pulling strings. He's their puppet master. And I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. Now that's the real puppet, is George Soros. That's the real puppet master there. Okay? But see, Hackett Hanlons ain't gonna tell you about George Soros at all. She's not. She ain't gonna bring that up. Why? Because he's a Caucasian. You know, she'll, like I said, people like her will tell you that Kyrie Irving and Cardi B are working for Satan. They working for Freemason, Illuminati, but they ain't gonna expose the real, true evil, you know what I'm saying? The real, true people, the people that's evil. They ain't gonna expose the real puppet masters. They ain't gonna expose the ones who's really doing all this evil, you know what I'm saying, crazy stuff. She's not gonna dare tell you that. That's how screwed up these conspiracy theories are. They'll get on the Jews all day long, but the Jews ain't doing this. I don't see a Jew lynching nobody. The Jews are just minding their own business. So that's why I'm speaking up now. I'll tell you, man, a lot of you so-called truthers, you need to be brought to attention. You need to speak up too. And I'm talking about the Caucasian ones. Like I said, the Vigilant Christians, the Zachary K. Hubbards, call for uprising. All y'all, man, need to start speaking up. Because racism gonna end once y'all check your own people. Once you stop your own people from being ignorant, that's when it's gonna end. Now, it's sad too, but look at everything black folks gotta suffer. Black people gotta go through in this country. And us to still being lynched, it's just like I said, it's crazy. But again, man, you got people who think like this. And like I said, the same people who were, you know, down with Jim Crow and William Lynch, they've taught their children and grandkids the same type of hate. Y'all understand this is not going nowhere. It's like I told you in my other video. There's people still being used for slavery. That's by skin color now in these African countries. Slavery didn't end. Slavery didn't end in America. It's going on all over the world. It's just not happening in this country, but other countries, slavery still does exist. Still get people get sold away. Without their will, there's nothing they can do about it. If they try to escape or something like that, they're going to get murdered. They're going to get killed. They're going to get their life taken away. Y'all got to understand, there's some real stuff going on here in this world, man. It's real. Like I say, this is no longer a game, man. Y'all can't keep blaming the Illuminati for what's going on right now, for what's happening wrong in this country. I don't want to hear no more about the Illuminati. Y'all need to stop that foolishness. And it's crazy how y'all could talk about an artist being sacrificed that's basically being killed for a certain purpose. Y'all do sacrifice videos, but you can't talk about no real stuff. You can't expose the people who are behind the lynching. Y'all can sit there and talk about a symbol, somebody doing this with their eye all day long, doing this in a music video, but yet y'all can't talk against nothing that's racist at all, no racism. Y'all can't go after a single government official. Y'all can't talk about no officer that's in the wrong. Y'all ain't talking about none of these officers that shot the people innocently. None of them. And that's the problem we have, especially with YouTube. Like I said, not enough people acknowledging that. Because people's brains are on somewhere else. They don't care. And I'm talking about black people in general right now too. Let me talk to y'all real quick. These officers, like I said, these racist officers, these officers that basically shoot people when they got you down, when you're down, they've been trained to shoot and kill like that. I'm just telling you that now. I've found that out already. I just learned that recently. Okay? Like I said, I've talked to some other officers. I've talked to other people who had family who are officers. These officers have been trained to actually empty the clip if they feel threatened. That's how they've been trained. So they feel threatened by you, they feel that their life in danger, they're gonna empty that clip. I'm telling you this right off the top. So if you're one of the black folks that's out here that you know you gotta do crime to survive, you gotta be understand what you're setting yourself up for. I'm telling you that now. If you're out here gang banging, you selling drugs, okay? You running in people's houses stealing, be prepared to face whatever punishment you got coming to you. Just like they say, don't do the crime unless you can do the time. Be prepared to lose your life for doing crime, man. Doing something you know you ain't got no business doing. This is why when these officers pull you over, don't talk back. Don't just arrest. No, don't do that at all. That's what they want you to do. Because notice these officers only pull the people over they know is going to resist arrest. Okay? They going to pull over the ones in the hood. They going to pull off the ones gang banging. They know they going to talk back to these officers out of frustration. They going to pull over the ones who can't take responsibility for their actions. They want to blame somebody else for their problems. Y'all got to stop doing this. Okay? The way you beat, the way you fight and counter out racism, the way you counter out that ignorance, you do what they don't want you to do. See, most of them expect you to break the law anyway because you struggle to survive, okay? There's no jobs being put into your neighborhoods. You either got no mama or daddy that's trying to raise you, you know what I'm saying, give you a good life. So they know we got to rely on crime to survive. They know this already. So they're basically targeting the ones they know is going to fight back, is going to talk back to them. Because that's what they want. So if you carrying a firearm that ain't yours, that's not registered under you and that you didn't pay for it and you stole, don't do it. Do not sell drugs. Don't do things you know they're going to come after you. Because let the record be shown, like the people who got killed instantly, like the Stephon Clark, the Alden Sterlings, the boy in Ferguson, like I said, the one in New York, they was all committing some type of crime. Okay? Stephon Clark was running through people's backyards. I don't know why. Okay, he set himself up for something like that to happen. Even though it was the officer was in the wrong for doing it. I'm not excusing that, but still, he was committing crime. Alton Sterling in New Orleans was selling bootlegging CDs illegally. You can't bootleg CDs no more. I'm sorry, man. You can't. There's no reason to be like selling CDs. Period. You're not gonna make no money. People got MP3 players on their phones. Every cell phone now can play music. I understand he was trying to get his hustle on, but he did that wrongly. In the open too, in broad daylight. And the officer checked him, you know what I'm saying? Still, the officer had him pinned down and still was choking out, but still, he was in the wrong. So that's what y'all gotta understand. This to my brothers and sisters in the hood. Okay? Do not get in the car with no insurance, knowing you ain't got no driver's license. That's definitely ain't yours. Stop doing it. Okay? You asking for these officers to come after you and pull you over. They look for any reason to try to pull out that gun and shoot. I'm not saying this is all of them, okay? So again, you got some officers that's abiding by the rules, who understands the oath, and like I said, they're trying to do that. They're trying to do right to basically obey the rules. They try to do right by it. They're not trying to abuse their power. But the officers in Ferguson, the people that lynched that Danye Jones, excuse me, yeah, those are the ones you got to be careful of. Okay? Because like I told you before, man, they want a civil war. This white supremacy ain't, like I said, they want to wipe us. They want to go back to war. They want to fight black folks. That's what they want to do. I'm telling you that now, man. They not done with that. They lost the Civil War. They want another one. These people want revenge. Okay? And now they're not going to stop their racism for nobody. Y'all got to stay this. This racism ain't going nowhere. Hate ain't going nowhere. It's just not, man. And the real activists, the real people that is fighting against this stuff, they're the ones who they're targeting. So y'all got to be mindful of that. Me, I'm not scared. I'm going to say what I feel in my heart. If you're wrong, you're in the wrong. I'm going to say that. See, I'm not a coward like these other conspiracy theorists. The ones who do got the fad, the ones who do got the viewers, okay? The ones who are making money from these YouTube videos, they won't say nothing about it. They won't speak up on it at all. And I'm talking about the ones that sponsor. The ones who make these videos, exposing the devil all day long, but won't expose racism. These are ones that are the problem. Me, I don't have a whole lot of viewers, as you noticed, but still, that ain't gonna stop me from telling the truth. Because this gonna reach out to somebody. And shouts out to all my subs. Shouts out to all my subscribers who basically, you know what I'm saying, you understand me. You feel where I'm coming from. You feel my pain. You know, I do this for you. Because I understand the struggle. I'm gonna tell y'all some things that need to be said, that need to be discussed, that need to be talked about. Now, I'm not gonna go out telling you some make-believe stuff like these other channels do. You know what I'm saying? These other channels, these other truthers, they gonna tell you some stuff that really don't exist, that's far-fetched, that actually they can't prove happening at all. All right? They don't got footage, they don't got evidence of that even going on. They can't back up their statements. Most of this, like I said, is a theory. But most of those videos are done out of jealousy and hate. Just because they can do it. And like I said, they just try to get a whole lot of attention. That's it. And if you notice in my videos, I don't just talk about white folks, I talk about black folks too. I check on black people when they're wrong. This is why I tell black folks, man, like I said, don't be out here committing crimes. Get y'all a job, take your education seriously, and stop trying to live this lifestyle of trying to be Al Capone, trying to be Scarface. Because a lot of y'all, I know y'all not gonna be balling like that anyway. Trying to make that kind of money ain't worth it. Ain't worth losing your life over. You're longer dead than you are living. Especially when you got officers, you got some of these officers that can't wait for the opportunity to pull you over. They can't wait for the opportunity to put you in jail. They can't wait for the opportunity to shoot you. I'll tell you, man, these officers have been trained to empty out their clips. They got 45s and 9s, okay? Each one of them guns is carrying at least about 15, maybe 10, 15, 20 rounds a pop. Some of them got semi-automatic weapons, like Glocks. They go pow, 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 pow. Yeah, they gonna run, they gonna unload on you. They gonna dump on you real quick. Well, the people who lynched Danye Jones, these are people that come from these racist organizations. That's why you're not gonna find them. The government ain't gonna make an effort to find them either. They ain't gonna find out who lynched that young man. They're not gonna do it. I'm just telling you that now. You know, I feel sorry for the man's mother, okay? My prayers go out to their family, but this is serious. The people who lynched that young man, they may never know who that is. They may never find out who the real culprits behind it. Why? Because again, they're backed up by some of these government officials who agrees with that. The same people who lynched that young man were probably paid off to go do it. And that's just the ugly reality of it. It's sickening, it's sad, but that's the type of country we're living in. We're living under a very sick government. This is why y'all need to stop, you know what I'm saying, turning your attention to, y'all need to stop focusing on Freemasons. Y'all need to stop saying it's the Illuminati. The Illuminati's not doing none of this evil, foolish stuff. Just like I said, the Illuminati didn't tell Robert Bowers to go in that synagogue and kill them Jews like that. They killed them people for just worshiping their own God. You know what I'm saying? Mind their own business. He didn't tell them to do that. He did it on his own. He did it because he had inspiration to do it, listen to other people. Hate on the Jews. That's why. It's like the Illuminati didn't tell the people to go lynch, you know what I'm saying, Danye Jones. The group that did it, the people who did it, people who did it, they did it on their own. Okay? Because they felt that was the right thing to do. They did it out of retaliation. Because a lot of these activists are trying to spoil their plans. These activists are trying to reveal them. That's why. Now, I say it was a counter, it was a response. Ain't no Freemason ain't got nothing to do with that at all. Ain't no Jew ain't had nothing to do with that. So when you ever see any Jews participate in any of the other one of the segregation acts? Jim Crow and Willie Lynch, they weren't Jews. I'm sorry to tell you this, they weren't. The blame the Jews and the blame Freemason and blame the Illuminati on all these problems is nothing but a distraction. Just like these same people tell you about the devil all day long, but these people are engaged in this type of activity. So I tell you, man, Hacking Handlines probably got family now that's calling people like me niggers. Same thing with Vigilant Christian, all of them. They got racist families. They come from racist households. They've been led to believe that my people are evil. We're satanic. I told y'all where 666 come from ancient Kemet. Go study that. That's the equation for melanin, for this skin color here. It ain't got nothing to do with no Lucifer. Lucifer didn't tell them to do that. They lynched that boy, they did it on their own. I'll tell you, man, like they've been doing it in the 1920s, the 1930s, the 1940s, the 1950s, and before then. I'll tell you, man, and racism, you know what I'm saying, starts at home. This is why I don't go on picnics, because picnics is simply pick a nigga. Because, you know what I'm saying, before the lynching started, you know what I'm saying, these people will pick a nigga they want to hang, and then they'll get them a picnic basket. They'll bring their children out, their family, and they'll come there and they'll sit at tables, they'll get a picnic basket and watch a nigga get hung while they're sitting there eating and drinking. That's where it really originates from. Go look at that. Go research picnic, where picnic originates from, where it comes from, where the term came from. No, it's more than just, you know what I'm saying, it's not just going to a nice park or stuff like that, to a nice grass, get a basket and eat. No, man. It's pick a nigga. Picnic. That's where that term comes from. This is why, to this day, I will never do no more picnics. If anything, I just say we're going to a barbecue or we're going to a family function. I'm not gonna call it a picnic. If you invite me to a picnic, I'm gonna choose, you know what I'm saying, like politely not to participate. Or if you invite me to that, don't call it a picnic around me. Just say it's a function. You know what I'm saying? Just say we going out to the park or we go to a barbecue, but don't call it a picnic around me. But again, man, those are things that you're not gonna teach you in regular school at all. They not. That's the type of stuff you gotta learn if you go to one of these colleges that's teaching you about black history. So anyways, folks, that's my video here, man. I need to let y'all know what's going on right now. That this is serious. The people that lynched that young man are out. They're around. And they're in every state, in every city in this country. They everywhere. They're not just in the South. Because that young man got lynched in St. Louis. That's the Midwest. Okay? That's in the West Coast that happened. And these are the same people that voted for Trump. Make America great again. That's where that slogan comes from. You know what I'm saying? Trump's vice president is a neo-Nazi himself. Okay? These are his people, you know what I'm saying, that's out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's behind this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if that vice president Trump got with him is really orchestrating all these attacks. He probably is. Ain't no telling. And like I said, the people that lynched that young man, they may not never get caught. If they do get caught, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? It's a miracle that happened, but normally when stuff like that happens, them people don't get caught. And these are the same particular people who come from families of the type of people that ran in Emmett Till's home and killed that young man for being falsely accused of whistling at a white woman. Okay, you gotta say, man, this racism ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna continue to happen until the end of the world. And that's just the reality of it. Like I said, I'm not gonna go on here doing videos, tell you about some Matrix, tell you about some make-believe stuff that ain't gonna happen. You can't prove that happening. I'm not gonna tell you about nobody getting sacrificed. I'm not gonna tell you I'm not gonna be talking about these celebrities all day long like that. Going on people's music videos trying to expose a symbol that don't make sense. Talk about artists faking death. No, that's not me at all. But anyways, man, y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe. You know, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. See you soon, and have a good day.